Guys, I'm Winter Cosmos, and when I say I've been struggling with editing videos, I'm not joking. I have so many that I need to get through, and why not add more when you need to edit so many? Because logic, right? So I'm here back with a game called Hold the Noise. I don't know anything about this, but I guess we. Oh! Was I supposed to hold it? Oh, I was. I was talking and I was not even listening. Okay. No, I can zone out to doing to this. Can you see it? Fortunately, there will be no problem this time, but if you wish to escape... I didn't even get to finish reading that. I'll let you guys pause the video to read that. Revolution must... This is going to be interesting to edit because it is pretty obnoxious in my ears, so what I'll probably do is kind of tone it down so it's not as obnoxious as it is to you guys. Revolution must what? Revolution music? Don't stop. Can I like... Oh, nope. Well, I guess you guys are just gonna have to enjoy the Epic Games Store just being there because I don't really want to let this go. Kind of zoned out that was even there to begin with. I have no idea what the purpose of this game is besides to hold this. Oh, there's a person right there. This is pretty annoying. I thought this was going to be a fun game because I had it in my queue of my library for a while. I never downloaded it, and so I decided why not download it so I can see what's it about. And now sitting here playing it, I don't even know what this is about. Just have to hold it, so I have to listen to this stuff go and go and go. Is that it? Is that all this is? Like, I download a lot of free games just to try them out because they're free. They deserve some recognition even if they're free. But this one is just, I guess, interesting to say the least. Interesting as in, do I just keep holding forever? Let's see what the highest score is. So if I just keep going, do you think it'll just reach like 300? Maybe I'll jump to 300, or maybe I'll fast forward to 300, one of the two, just to see if anything changes. If not, then I probably won't include it. There's a person that keeps getting closer to us. Don't stop the sound. I don't like the blue red text. Always hated those kind of colors together. It's kind of giving like 3D cinema where you have to wear the 3D glasses. I heard a cry and I couldn't figure out if that was my dog outside trying to bark or if this was the game crying. I'm at a point where I'm like, if I just keep holding and I let go, like, I really don't want to wait this long for it again. The sound of the audio is changing. If I zone out to it enough, I'll be able to tell, like, maybe a slight difference in the audio. It's kind of sounding like a rewind tape of a VHS. When you rewind it fast enough, it kind of gets like that high-pitched noise. When I was a kid and I used to rewind tapes, for the life of me, I could not conjure the idea of it. I just couldn't grasp what that meant, rewinding. So I would just stare at the TV dumbfounded because I couldn't grasp it. And the only reason why I couldn't grasp it is because when I was very much an outside kid, so I didn't really watch a lot of TV. If I did, it's because my mom told me I had to. So, like, using technology as a kid was such a strange concept. Whereas, like, now as an adult, like, I love using the computer. I would prefer to do everything on a computer. I don't like being in person for anything unless I'm, like, required to. It said Sunday something. But yeah, like I said, my brain has been struggling of keeping the motion of editing videos. Like, I'll sit there and edit the one particular video that I'm stuck on. For last time, I think I tried editing it for a whole day, essentially, because I was busy doing chores and I was doing this as the main focus as I was, like, busy doing the laundry as the chore. And I just could not pass a certain point in the video. I would just sit there and watch it. And then I would completely zone out on what I was doing. And next thing you know, I had to start back from where I stopped editing to start watching it again. And by that point, like, it had happened so many times that I was just like, I'm over editing this now. Like, I'm just gonna go and do something else until I get motivation to go through this, because it's a lengthy video. I have to trim through it just to see what parts are good. And then I have several in queue that are also waiting to edit that I've not been in the mood to. The last time I think I was kind of decently in the mood, or I think I kind of grudgingly went through it, was the Hello Kitty Big City. Just because it is a cute game and I love rewatching it, but that was even a grind to get through. So I have no idea why I'm trying to grind through this game and then have to edit it. Because I don't know if I'm gonna sit there and struggle. Maybe I'll get this one out and see how I feel, and then try to proceed with the other ones the best that I can. But man, the focus is not there, and once I kind of like start dabbling out of the focus, it's such a bitch to get right back into it, because like my brain is just like, well, that's not the dopamine rush. Now we gotta go do something else that is. And I've been more in the mood of doing a story outline for a particular book that I've decided now that I have the materials for it, I'm going to actually sit down and force my brain to be organized, because usually when it comes to storyboards, I'm not that great at being organized. Like, I'm very much more like hackle through it in the writing. And now that I forced myself to use the required skills of being organized, it does put me off, but like narrowing it down to how I want things to occur with the characters, because right now I have mostly all the characters kind of being set out and who they are, their descriptions, their characteristics, kind of their personality. And then what I'm going to have to do now after a while is go back, re-edit some of the chapters outlines, because I also started doing that, until I realized like, I don't like where this is going. I don't think I like the concept. I don't like the overarching theme of it. Like, it is giving me what I want, but it's not the kick that I'm driving for. So that's when I started outlining like the character sheets for it. And now I'm going to have to go back and redesign the entire chapters, which I only think I had written up to chapter 5. But in the plot outline, I had written up to 22. But I just didn't like how that was going. So now I'm going to have to scrap all those ideas, start from base 1, basically, and redo that. But I think that should be fine, because the way I written the overarching theme of it, I think is a little bit better. It makes a little more sense if I was to do a trilogy series off of it. I don't know how many series, but it's more than one is how I'm feeling so far. And I'm hoping by organizing that I could finally like get the rest of the storyboards that I have in my head going, just because I have so many. Like a true ADHD person, I do tend to jump around in projects. Like, I honestly started a comic, devoted myself to it to a whole year to two, and then I fell off of it because I burnt myself out, and it's no longer giving me the dopamine rush. So now I'm on a whole different adventure of trying to re-get into that. And the problem with that is, like, I always struggle between writing or drawing, because I love seeing it come to life. I love seeing the characters alive in the vision that I envisioned them. But I think I kind of found out that I don't have to limit myself to one or the other. I could very much write the concept of the storyline and maybe put some art in it. And if later down the road I really do want to draw it, maybe I can sit there and draw it now that the whole premise of the story is out there. Finish, middle to end. Because what I do is all over the place. Okay, I don't think anything's going to change. I'm going to stop. Yeah, this is an okay video. I think this is where I'm going to go with it, because I honestly really don't get the concept of it, besides having to hold it, and I don't really want to hold it for that long. And to be honest, I feel like maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes is enough for a game that doesn't really have that much of a content going. I'll probably even less than that. Probably only include when I start talking. But yeah, this was a strange video to start with, so it's definitely what I'm vibing at the moment. Until next time, I shall see you guys. Bye.